Let me introduce you. I am Novita Ramadani from Management Class 24B NPM 244111076. Here I will explain the accounting equation formula. The basic accounting equation is the basic formula used in company bookkeeping. This formula states that a company's assets are equal to its liabilities plus owner's equity. In its mathematical formula, the basic accounting equation can be stated as follows. Assets, liabilities, owner's capital. This formula reflects that all resources or assets owned by the company must be funded by funding sources originating from the company's liabilities and owner's equity. This creates a balance between what the company owns and what the company must pay to other parties. Basic accounting equation formula. The basic accounting equation consists of three main elements. Assets. This includes all the resources a company owns. Assets can include cash, property, equipment, accounts receivable, and more. Liabilities. Liabilities include all debts that the company must pay to other parties. This could be bank debt, debt to suppliers, or other debt. Capital. Capital is the initial investment of the owner or shareholder in the company. It includes all of the owner's investments used to finance the company's operations. Basic accounting equation. Assets, liabilities, equity. This equation always has to be balanced, meaning that every transaction that occurs will affect at least two elements in the equation. Accounting equation. The accounting equation states that assets, liabilities, equity, equation components. Asset. Assets are all resources owned by a company that have economic value. Examples include cash, accounts receivable, inventory, land, buildings, and equipment. Obligation. Liabilities are all debts that a company owes to third parties. Examples of liabilities include accounts payable, bank debt, and taxes payable. Equity. Equity is the owner's right to company assets after deducting liabilities. Equity includes capital invested by owners and retained earnings. Implementation example, if a company has assets, IDR 100, 000, 000, liabilities, RP 60, 000, 000, then equity can be calculated with the equation. Equity assets, liabilities, equity IDR 100 million, IDR 60 million, IDR 40, 000, 000. Functions of the accounting equation. Helps in recording transactions. This equation ensures that every recorded transaction complies with accounting principles, namely that every debit should be balanced by a corresponding credit, maintaining balance. This equation helps in maintaining balance between assets, liabilities, and equity, which is important for accurate financial statements. Analyzing company performance. By understanding the components of the equation, managers and owners can analyze the company's financial performance and make better decisions. Conclusion. The accounting equation formula is a basic tool used in accounting to ensure that 6. Variations of the accounting equation. Apart from the basic equation, asset, obligation, equity, assets, liabilities, equity. There are variations that can be used in more specific contexts. Some of them are A. Extended accounting equation. The accounting equation can be expanded to describe more detailed relationships between elements in financial statements. For example, asset, obligation, capital stock, retained earning, assets, liabilities, share capital, retained earnings. Here, we can see the equity components broken down further into share capital and retained earnings. B. Equations for service and trading companies. For companies operating in the service or trading sector, the profits earned can affect equity. The accounting equation can be written as final equity, initial equity, profit, dividend, ending equity, beginning equity, profit, dividends, where ending equity is equity after considering profits and dividends paid. Profit is the profit earned during the accounting period. Dividends are distribution of profits to owners or shareholders. 7. Application in accounting practice. The accounting equation is not only valid in theory, but also in daily practice. Here are some real applications of the accounting equation. A. Transaction recording. Every time a transaction occurs, the accounting equation is used to ensure that each entry is recorded correctly. For example,